How are you doing? So today I wanted to jump on here and talk a little bit about vibrational differences and to help you understand what I mean by that. I want to share a message that I received on Facebook, and it was from one of my clients, and they're sad. They were really sad because somebody stole from them, but not just stole from them, but stole from their store quite a bit of product, um, and he was feeling really sad because of the way society is, and how can he change it? And so one of the things that I will immediately replied with is, really, you need to change your perception about what happened. Nothing really happened to you. Society as a whole is not horrible, but things are shifting, energies are shifting, and I think we need to look at people that do those types of things as not being behind us, not being beneath us, and not being wrong by any means, and realize where we stand with that. It's more of a vibrational experience that you're having. So for example, maybe you would never be violent, maybe you would never steal, maybe you would never cheat, but there are those people out there that are stealing and cheating and being violent. But should you be angry with them, or can you take a different perspective and realize, once you really develop your spirituality, or once you really connect with what's inside of you, and you really connect with pure consciousness, you're going to see them as yourself. It truly is just a reflection of yourself. I am you, you are me. Once you realize that we are all one, then you need to realize that we're all one, but in a different part of our human experience, in a different part of our collective conscious vibrational experience, so to say. So looking at them with empathy, and trying to lift them up to the light. So here's the other question he was asking is, how can I change this? How can I live in this environment? And the thing that I say to that is, you absolutely 100% need to work within, to work with yourself. You absolutely need to connect with consciousness, to meditate, to come to that realization of who you are and what your role on this planet is. And if you do become that change, if you do work on yourself to better yourself, to better your life, to raise your vibration, to be happy, to be healthy, and to be non-judgmental. Because when we're judgmental, I'm going to tell you what happens with that. When we are judgmental, what we're doing is pushing against something. And when you push against something, it creates more of that in your life, because whatever you pay attention to, or wherever you put your attention to, you're going to create more of. So working on yourself is going to have others start looking at you and going, wow, they're really happy, they're really abundant, and they have no worries, they're not worried, and you're not angry at other people for going through their human experience on their own, regardless if it's violent or lying or narcissism. You can only change yourself. So send that person love, send those people love, send that scenario love, the situation love, and all you could do is focus on what it is that you do want to see by working within and going within. And one other thing I want to add on here that maybe will help you guys understand the whole we are one concept is, this is simple. This is a simple explanation. Is what I call that disco ball, the ball that has all the little sparkles on it. Think of that as like, that is all of us as a collective, and each one of those sparkles is a different human experience. So we are one. Just because your sparkle's at the top of the ball doesn't mean that you aren't also connected with that person that's at the bottom of the ball. They just need to go through their evolution. They just need to raise their vibration, and they're not necessarily where you are yet. And it truly is, when you truly know where your place is in consciousness, you cannot judge. You can't. because you realize where you are. It's truly a neat change in perspective for me, as a reader, as a personal coach, as a psychic medium, as a spiritual teacher. I have different people, different personalities come to me for, to help them create the life they really want, or just even for a reading. And sometimes they share their dirty laundry with me. They share things that they feel they need to judge themselves for, or something that they feel guilty about. And I am the person that's sitting there in this total non-judgment. This is just an experience that person's having. If you judge somebody, then what you're doing is you're creating dualism. You're taking yourself away from that, acting like you aren't part of it. But when you realize that we are one, and we all have dirty laundry, we all have something, that you are one, you have no right to judge anybody. So send them love, and I hope this helps answer that question. Raise your vibration. You'll have a better human experience if you do so. You'll have less of those interactions with people that don't vibrate at the level that you do. Because if it was brought to your attention, then it's something that you manifest, something that you need to learn from. So I'm sending you guys all love, and have a beautiful day.